Welcome back, everyone, to Achievement Hunting 101. This is level 391. And again, we are recording early in the morning, so we should actually be good. I mean, it's not too late. We're all nice and alert. So I am joined today by Freaky and Montoya. What's up, gentlemen?
Hello, good morning. Yes. I mean, I'm a little hungover, but it's still good. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Man, we got to quit scheduling these so early. It's cutting into my line dancing time, you know, and we can't be out at the bar all night and then get up and do this. So
I'm glad you cleared that up, because I was about to ask you who is line dancing at 8:41 a.m.
Well, you know, when you get in at 2:00 and it's like 2:30, and then it's like, well, then it'll be like,
so.
Yeah.
I wish I took a video last night, because I was at the bar, and I work in a very urban area, so there's a lot of black folk, right? And I was out at the bar last night having some drinks with some of my coworkers, and I kid you not, some song comes on. It's a rap song, and they start line dancing to it.
Was it Boots on the Ground?
It wasn't Boots on the Ground. That I actually know that song. It wasn't Boots on the Ground. I don't even know.
Tamia song, Can't Get Enough of You.
I don't know what song it was, but it was like I was like, this is. I was like, man,
I'm sure I know it.
I could have taken a video,
slow wind,
taken out the song, and then put in a country song, and it would have been just perfect. Because they were just doing the electric slide, because it was just like the step right, step this. I was like, I know that one, I can do that one. So I got up and I did some line dancing. I actually did some line dancing last night.
Well, they are all interchangeable, because I mean, a lot of people don't realize the structure of them, in that they all have they all come in 8 counts. So for example, your most basic songs will be a 32 count basic 4-wall dance, and so each section is divided up into sections of 8, and there's like 4 distinct sections, and then at the end of those 4 sections, basically the song repeats and you're on the next wall. And so it's really just the tempo of the song, and then you can just do almost any
put
line dance to it. Yeah. I mean, there's some that are more specific, where there's like gimmicks where there's something in the song, and then you're doing something weird, kind of case in point with Boots on the Ground at the end, where they go the fan part where it's like doing at the end, and then people are waving their flags. I mean, that's specific to that song, but you can interchange them pretty good. So
I know the electric slide, the Cupid shuffle. That's probably about it. Maybe the Macarena. I know the Macarena.
Yeah. Well, see, for the Cupid shuffle, if you're a more advanced line dancer, there's an alternate dance to that most people do. It's called Rude, and there's all kinds of, you can mix and match them. So yeah. But that's cool though. I'm glad that y'all discovered line dancing up there. So, speaking of line dancing, how are you doing, Inigo? I know you're big on the dance floor.
Oh yeah, I can cut a rug with the best of them. My nickname, 2 Left Feet. And of course, Elroy, you've met me before. I'm not exactly exactly.
There was more of you. There's more of you back then, though.
There was a lot more of me back then, yes. But I'm not exactly built to dance. You're not in that sense, okay?
I thought I saw you last time I went to the local bar, but you were at the front door checking my ID.
That's usually my role in things, is I will stand at the front door. And if Elroy gets out of hand, I will make sure Elroy gets escorted out of the building.
So, some could say I am the Brute Squad.
Yeah. Yes, I am the Brute Squad. So dancing is not exactly my forte. Something I've never been good at, and I rarely partake in it.
Well, I haven't given up hope on you. I would have said the same for me probably about 5 years ago. So you just never know, man. Trying all those new things.
Yes, as I'm going through, I'm not going to say I would never try it, because as I'm going through I'm not going to call it the midlife crisis. I'm going to call it a midlife glow up, because I think that's what we're going to, all the youngsters refer to it now as I'm changing, I am trying new things, so I'll never say that I won't try it. I would
Okay.
definitely be open to it. So next time I am in your area, okay, I'm
All
gonna
right,
take
I'm
you up
taking you
on
out there, man.
Yep.
Maybe achievement flex. So I guess we can head into the update section. So I guess on achievement flex, I've had the feedback form out there. So I guess at this point I kind of know what the number could be, and so then it's really up to us to decide if that's an adequate number to move forward. So I posed it to Freaky, who was so generously one of the other 100%ers, such as myself, that they would show up. So how many would you like to see as that bottom number there?
I mean, you mean a weekend of playing video games? I mean,
is there a minimum?
Is there a minimum? Honestly,
I mean,
it's really, I would 5 to 10 people. If we all get, if that's fine with everybody else, I don't care if it's,
okay,
if it's just a small group of us just having a good time. Just four guys playing video games, having a good time.
Playing some Battletoads.
Yeah,
the right way.
That's right. Bring the popsicle sticks and
no rubber bands required.
Right. All right. Okay. So, well, all right. I will probably be posting that into the channel pretty soon, and I'm kind of with you on that. I think that, I had fun with just Redemption last year, so
yeah,
I have a high probability that I could do something like that. I'm pegging like my ability to commit to that to at about 80% right now.
Okay. Yeah. I really appreciate you filling out that form so that I could have a informed decision.
Yes, we will discuss that shortly. Okay.
So, all right. And then the only other update I had is I appreciate y'all rambling on and on about the good old days of Xbox while I finished up my research earlier. And so I knew that we had talked about the obscene amount of gamer score that everyone seems to have these days and how the ratios are so low. And so I decided to use myself as the Mendoza line, so to speak, for those of you that are familiar with baseball,
yes,
sports ball.
Here we go, Freaky. Do you know what the Mendoza line is?
I've heard it. I couldn't tell you what it. I used to know probably 15, 20 years ago.
Okay, so the just to kind of clarify, and I'm going to chime in on this a little bit. The Mendoza line in baseball is basically your 200 batting average.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's the bar, and if you go below the Mendoza line, that you're in some.
You're going down to AAA, man.
Yes, you're about to get demoted,
unless you have some other fantastic skills that they absolutely need in the field.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
And that usually only applies to maybe catchers. Pitchers and catchers are the only two that can tread in that area and keep their jobs.
Yeah. Now, was there a I assume it came from a player that just had like a career batting average of 200.
I can't remember the exact specifics, but yes, Mendoza was the guy's name, and I can't. It again, another musty reference here on Achievement Hunting 101. It is something from probably at least 35 years ago.
It was from 1979. Yes.
So 47.
Yes. And it was after it was named after Mario Mendoza, who basically always batted around 200.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
And he became a legend from doing it.
Yes. So, hey, listen, he's famous, right? Everybody knows who he is. Doesn't matter what you're famous for, right?
Right. It's kind of like what Bill Buckner with the ball between legs, and everybody called him the GOAT. And now here we are in 2026. The GOAT's the good thing. So he's awesome now, right?
He was goated before it was cool.
Yeah, right.
But we need to go ahead and switch away from the Buckner talk, okay? Let's move on to something else, okay?
But he's the GOAT. No, all right. So we have. My update was, so I am the Mendoza line of sorts, in the sense that I play crap games, or I used to, or I kind of grew up playing crap games on the Xbox, And then there's this contest that I partake in where it requires an obscene amount of TAD. So it's kind of like I offset all my bad habits of gaming with that. And so I've landed at a 1.5 ratio.
Oof.
And so, you know, a 1 being on a game, being that you just start the game up and, you know, maybe jump a few times and you get 1,000 gamer score. And then you have the 2,000 gamer score, the 1,000 TAD, or the, you know, the 2 ratio, I guess I should say. So the 1 ratio, absolute garbage, you know, visual novel, just push a button and hit fast forward and you get the 1,000 gamer score. A 2 ratio, you actually have to try a little bit, and you know, it might take you a couple hours, and you know, it's not overly challenging, but you know, it holds its own. So I figure a 1.5 is somewhere right there in the middle. I'm sure that all the mathologists out there, like Exprovos, is probably cringing at my basic math here, but I think if you take a 1 ratio and a 2 ratio, it bursts a 1.5 ratio. And so that's where I am at the Mendoza line. So I wanted to see how many people had more gamer score than me have a ratio higher than me. So I am currently, that's why I took a little bit, because I've dropped to number 322. So I had to look at 321 profiles and come up with this number. So I pose it to you, gentlemen. How many individuals in the top 321 have a ratio higher than 1.5?
I'm going to say 12.
You want to take the under or the over there, Freaky?
I can do like The Price is Right and be like, I'm going to take 13.
Yeah.
No, I think it's I'm going to say 40, 45.
I think it's cute that you have such faith in humanity. So, Montoya, you have almost nailed it. So, ahead of me in the top 321 by gamer score, there are 16 individuals that have a higher ratio than me.
Oof.
Wow.
I should have done my Price is Right bet.
Yes. So if there was a special leaderboard of people, you know, with gamer score and then based on ratio, I would be number 17. And which it actually makes sense to me from a personal point of view, because if you look at my tag, like I'm like in the top 100 on the competitive whatever ratio of 5.0. Yes, the competitive ratio 5.0 games, I'm number 73, and 4.0 I'm number 103. So I guess it makes sense. But I just wanted to highlight 3 individuals. They have a ratio over 1.5, and they have over 4 million gamer score. There's only 3 that have over 4 million, and that is Otaken 62, 3 Manager 6, and Dallas the Dude.
Oh.
Yep.
Now, and I get Dallas the Dude, because, and I was actually going to kind of throw this out there. Some of those folks, if they've been around for a while and were basically from like the Xbox 360 days,
yeah,
you know, where
it's heavy that way. Yeah,
that's it. Like there's kind of like a weight that goes in that direction.
I kind of throw you in that category, by the way.
Right. Yeah. And looking at my numbers, like I'm approaching 2 million gamer score, and I have a 1.8, you know, which is this day and age is probably not that shabby. You know, it's not great, but it's not awful. It's well above the Mendoza, the Elroy line. Right?
That's right.
Yes. So yeah, and Dallas, the Dude, makes sense because he's been around for some time. And for those that don't know Dallas, like he's, you know, he's a great guy, you know, and he's been gaming for quite some time. So like I said, that name doesn't surprise me. The other 2 names I'm not overly familiar with, but some of us that have been in the community for a long time at least know who each other are.
Yeah, I'll see 3 Manager. I know he's real big into this same stupid contest that I do, so I've seen his name there.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah. But would you like to guess who in the top 322 has the highest ratio?
I'm going to go with Redemption.
Yeah, I was going to say Redemption.
Redemption is currently below the Mendoza line.
Oh, Wow.
He is. I was surprised as you are.
Oh,
He
wow.
is at 1.48. But granted, he does have like 10 million gamer score or whatever, or however much gamer score it is these days, 7 million, whatever. I can't even remember what it is, but yeah. So
is it? I don't even know how much he has. I was gonna say Caforniforge.
No, I'm not sure where he's not on my list.
Okay,
So
I didn't know if he was up there or not.
Yeah. Now, you're on the right track. Think of old school gamer that had his time in the sun.
Oh,
Was it Smirnoff?
It is Smirnoff.
I was trying to. I was like, stop Randolph Thor. What's the other one? Dang it.
It took me a second for Smirnoff's name to come into my head, but yes. Okay.
Yeah, he's number one, and then number two is another big. I'm sure he does other stuff, but another big G tasker, which is Unaware Boss.
Oh yeah,
and
he's pretty prevalent in the racing community.
Okay,
he does a lot of racing games also.
Yeah, and then number three I found interesting. Number three is Stallion, good old Stallion, still around.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's got a 1.72. So Smirnoff with a 1.86. So, yeah, which is impressive. So there you go.
Okay.
We promised that we would do further research was needed, and I have done my research. There you go.
So I'm above the Mendoza line. So,
Yeah.
What are you rocking?
1.69.
Hey, there you go.
Nice.
So
giggity.
Yeah, giggity. So, do you guys know what the site average is?
Gosh,
I want to say it's a 1.52.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be higher than me because.
No, I don't think it's higher than you. I think you're.
It's gotta be because, like, if you look at my ratio,
Chronos, I think Chronos told me this one time. It was years ago, so it's probably shifted a little bit. But I feel like it was 1.52 when we talked about it one time.
Well, that is higher than me.
Yeah. I thought you were 1.55.
No, 1.5.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Yeah, it's math. You know, Mendoza. Take a 1 ratio game, a 2 ratio game, and birth me.
So the site average is 1.6759.
That's
according to my stats page.
Okay.
That's really surprising.
It's not to me, and I can tell you why. Because whenever I look at my ratio and I'm like, man, I've been playing real games lately and my ratio is going up. And then I go and look to see where I am kind of on the, whatchamacallit, if you click on like your ratio and it shows you what place you are, I guess, on the ratio, I'm in like 713,000 place. And so I'm just like, I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm not as good at that as I thought it was. And so I think, yeah, most people are way ahead of us. I mean, I guess it's more of the casuals on the site, you know, because they don't play these little trash games just yet. You know, why they're on True Achievements, I don't know. How they found the site without.
You get the uppity from like the year of Xbox, right?
Yeah,
or whatever they posted.
That's right.
And in my decade and everything.
Yeah, we call that the ascension.
Yeah.
Everybody's ratio went up.
Well, and then you have, like, I was looking in Brad Camp. I was like, I know this happened last week. So Inferno, he posted in Brad Camp. I don't know if this is really a brag, but
I saw this.
It took him 32 minutes to complete 12 games.
And I think he made a comment that he missed one.
Yeah, he missed one. He missed one stack, and he finished that one like a half hour later. And all the games are 3,000 gamer score, so they're not even like 1,000 gamer score. They're all 3,000 gamer score. Inferno finished all 12 in 32 minutes. So yeah, when you have stuff like that just inundates the environment.
It's like,
yeah,
it's like the old dollar menu at McDonald's or something.
Do they have dollar menus anymore? Anyway,
I don't even think they exist anymore.
Yeah,
like when I go out to have, you know, like because we do once a week, we'll do a fast food with the kids, McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or something like that, and it's like it's as much as going out to a sit down restaurant, like a fast casual, like Applebee's or Chili's. Like you might as well go there and at least sit down and enjoy your meal.
I can't remember the last time I got fast food. Because you're right. Last time I went, I don't know, it was a while ago. it was expensive. I was
Yeah,
like, what is this?
Taco Bell's getting that. I know. What was it? Mike Pitch is our Taco Bell expert, but like Taco Bell's getting up there too. And like Taco Bell used to be the go-to, like the 69-cent tacos and
when I was in high school, like you and your whole team could go to Taco Bell and eat for less than $5.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, you could roll in there with 4 or 5 guys deep and eat for $5. Not even bat an eye.
Well, even years after that, you still had the $5 footlong. I assume that's long gone.
Oh, that's the way of the dodo at this point.
Yeah. They did bring. I do have a Subway next to my shop, next to my work, so I do kind of get Subway somewhat regularly. So they did bring back like remember the old stamp cards you would get?
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And you fill the stamp, you get a 6-inch, and if you fill it like twice, you get a foot long. So they have like the buy 3 get one now. So there's kind of like stamps on the app.
Yeah,
but so yeah, it's like buy.
Wait, we're not hiding our age at all, are we?
No.
We're talking about the Subway, the Sub Club card,
right? Like who were they would like?
Oh come on! What about the $5 footlong jingle? Man?
Right?
Yeah,
$5.
Yeah,
$5.
$5 footlong.
I really wish that this wasn't a podcast sometimes, so people could actually see Freaky in these moments. Like he just did a whole dance and everything. It was fantastic. So you all are being deprived of this greatness.
These morning sessions got me going. I might slowly am being converted to waking up early in the morning.
Oh man. Welcome to the club, my man.
Right.
The only problem is I still like staying up late. So it's like, can I function on 4 hours of sleep? Okay.
Well, that'll be me tonight. Tonight I'll be out till 2. So
nice. And you know what's funny? Like just, and I think we're all about the same age. I think we've established that. And my problem is because I wake up. I know Elroy, you do too, but here as I've gotten older, like I literally am fitting like that old man, like I guess like stereotype. I'll be sitting down in the chair in my game room and I'll just fall asleep at like 9:30, just like doze off. Then you wake up an hour later and you're like, oh man, I gotta get out of bed.
No. When you sit down, do you is there like noises that are made like
Oh yeah. That goes without saying.
It's like you sometimes you wake up a little bit more sore than when you went to bed. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, speaking of change, I know Freaky, you did some due diligence on the news section. I know there isn't a news section, but there is now. So
we're gonna
get to the news section.
I know because I mean I'm not one that to stay locked in on the news, but we did have Microsoft and Xbox did have a big announcement in the Wild West, and Koosh Moose kind of got scooped last week. So on Friday, if you guys haven't heard yet, you'd be living in a rock. But Phil Spencer was announced that he is retiring from Xbox. It's an end of an era, honestly, I think, with Phil Spencer as the head of Xbox. And I got to look up who I'm trying to pronounce her name right because I don't know how to pronounce it. Irasshaimase, right? Is that how you say it?
Bless you.
She has been promoted to head of Xbox. Phil Spencer's old. I don't know what they officially call them, CEO of Xbox Gaming or whatever it is. But Irasshaimase, she was a AI executive before this, so it'll be interesting to see the direction that is taken in the future, because I know Xbox has kind of been playing catch up ever since the Xbox One launch. When it was
Don Matrick was the CEO when the Xbox One initially launched, up until, and I have in my notes here, Don left Xbox in 2013.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So 2013. That was right around.
And Phil Spencer, stepped in after after Don had left.
Yeah. And I think Phil Spencer. I mean, I don't know if Don Matrick was a gamer. Just from I know that the launch of the Xbox One was very poo-pooed upon, so to speak. He didn't have some good quotes. I know they Xbox was trying to bring trying to be innovative, right? Making the Xbox One the all inclusive entertainment system for everything. You can put your TV in, and you don't need to go to your cable box or whatever. And there were just some things that I think they just. It seems like it's always Microsoft's problem, and Xbox, and specifically, they just need a good PR person to know how to do these launches.
Yes, and we were kind of talking about that, and we hinted at it, or we were speaking about it, I should say, before we went on air. And the original Xbox One launch was, for lack of a better term, a debacle.
Oh man, yeah.
Lot of heat, was not handled well, and we started briefly talking about, if we kind of look at this, in hindsight and reevaluate what was actually happening. I think we all have a very different opinion of what was going on at that time. At least I know Freaky and I do. And Elroy didn't chime in a lot during this discussion, but I'd like to get.
I was doing research. I was doing research.
He was looking for the Elroy line.
Yes, I was. Yeah.
I mean, and I just think, and not only did it was a debacle, but then when pressed and asked questions later about certain things, because the Xbox One came out, it was going to always be online. You couldn't play your games unless you were connected to the internet. Every system came with a Kinect, and that was I don't recall if you had to have the Kinect connected to the Xbox for it to work, or if that was just an accessory that they just crowbarred into every Xbox. But I know that every launch system came with a Kinect. But even when he was asked, well, what if we don't have internet? What if, like I said, I'm from a military town. What if we're underway and we want to play the games underway? What do we do then? And Don Matrix came out and said, well, we have a system for that. It's the Xbox 360. It was just not handled well.
No.
And trying to push digital games before people really wanted to. It's sometimes I think Xbox, maybe not Xbox Channel, but Microsoft might be ahead of their time, because nowadays, besides some of the collectors, so some of us, I'm trying to fill out a non-backwards compatible 360 catalog, but who has physical media anymore? Even at the time in 2013, Steam was big. How many PC players actually had stacks of PC games? Not all their library was digital. So,
and anybody that knew anything about anything knew that we were heading digital. I mean, it happened to the music industry already. It was already starting to kind of develop within the movie industry. Yeah. Now, whether or not we agree with it, it's just something that it's not an easy thing to fight, because that's just the way it's going to get produced. And honestly, if you look at it strictly from, I think, a business perspective, and I think we have to, it's the only way to keep costs down. Gaming is one of these industries where costs have not necessarily hit us, especially at least on the software side of things, right? Now, the hardware side is a little bit different, but the software side, we're literally paying the same amount for a video game today as we did 40 years ago.
Oh man!
I mean, just think about that.
I understand. I understand how having them to raise the price to $70 a game. That's not even a big jump, I remember buying Super Nintendo games, Final Fantasy.
And they were $70.
They were $70 at the time,
Yes, and that was back in the early 90s.
Yeah,
and $70 in the early 90s was a lot of money. And again, like you said, in order to keep those costs where they need to be at, is obviously digital. You take the the physical part out of it, which you have distribution networks, manufacturing. There's a lot of costs involved in that. So in order to maintain what we're familiar and used to paying, you kind of have to go digital.
Yeah, and and I just think, like I said, just a good PR person or a good somebody some QA, some kind of panel to run this by, a panel of gamers before you go out and announce this thing, because
yes,
I think this is where Xbox Has No Games originated, because he talked about Xbox being the all-in-one entertainment system more than he talked about it being the next generation of gaming. Whereas, Sony PlayStation came out with the PS4, and they just came out swinging because they just capitalized on the huge ball drop, and Xbox has just been playing from behind ever since.
Yep.
And so fast forward to Phil Spencer, you actually get a gamer that's head of Xbox, so he kind of tries to right the ship, but it's what do you do when you come in and the ship's already halfway sinking? You know, you really can't save the Titanic, so you got to do the best you can. But I mean, I think Phil Spencer did a great job. He kind of related to the players as a gamer. He would show you what he was gaming. You kind of knew he was online playing games. So
yeah, and he's one of those guys that he had a passion for the hobby, and you could tell he wasn't just a business guy like your Don Matrix was. You know, like
yeah.
Which, and I'm not really kind of crapping on Don. A lot of people will, but like I said, if we look through this through a different lens, I don't think he was necessarily wrong with a lot of things.
Oh no,
definitely misunderstood.
Yeah. Just
and the delivery was just awful.
Mm-hmm.
There was much better ways to go about it, but Phil definitely endeared himself to his customer base.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people appreciated that, and it's what they needed at that moment. And so, like I said, I'm appreciative of what he does. I think a lot of people will say that Game Pass is a fantastic thing, which is, again, all digital, right?
So
The Game Pass element of things, there's a lot of value in it. It's a fantastic program. A lot of people take advantage of it and use it. Probably one of the best things he's done with Xbox.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know, like, I mean, as a parent, I just think back to my parents, like me wanting to buy, my income was $5 a week if I mowed the lawn and did all my chores. So I got to save up for that game I want, or hopefully get it for birthday or Christmas. So I'm not buying the games that I bought. You know, my library was 10, 15 games. And as a parent, not being, I'm in the hobby and we're all in the hobby. So our kids have that advantage of playing our video games. But if you have a parent that's not in the hobby, Game Pass is like a no-brainer. Like, I pay $30 for a month and you have access to hundreds of games.
Oh, especially if you have children in a household. Like you said, that's where your real value lies. Because now you're not having to go out to the store as a parent, and you're not just sitting there shelling out, I got to go buy a new game, $60, $70 right now. No, just see what's on Game Pass, and the kids stay entertained that way. And maybe they'll learn something new. Yeah,
exactly. And it's value added in my opinion. But now we have Asher Sharma coming out from the AI. I know a lot of people that I was reading online, like a lot of people like she was the AI executive with Microsoft. Does that mean that Xbox is going to try to get some AI shoehorned in there somewhere? I know that's a huge thing. People don't like Copilot with the new Windows. It's just everywhere in the operating system.
I mean, I just don't like AI, but that's just me. I could just leave it all, but yeah.
Right. It is kind of just like my boss. He makes ads for our store, and it's just right to ChatGPT, and it's easy and it's convenient. I get it. He doesn't have to pay some ad company to make up these nice, beautiful ads. He just pops it into ChatGPT, tweaks some stuff, and it comes out looking like a professional ad. And it's scary and exciting all at the same time. But like what are we on that road to?
Right. I mean, it's going to happen one way or the other, but regardless if three old guys on Achievement Hunting 101 want it to happen or not.
Yes, exactly. We're like the digital transformation in the gaming world. Like, we're not going to stop that train.
Oh yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, it's here.
It's like so every time I use Siri or some kind of AI that I'm like, hey Siri, call whoever, and she's like calling so and so. I always make sure to thank her, because in case the AI overlords do take over, I want them to remember that I was very polite in the 100%. Beginning.
I'm with you.
I'm the other way, man.
I think.
I was a dick.
Oh man, the Terminators are coming for you, Elroy.
Yes,
they are. They're coming.
Actually, it's odd. Freaky and I are very similar. I thank the lady in my house who shall not be named. I can't say it right now because it'll trigger some stuff. But I typically do thank her.
Right.
Again, I want to be on that good side. When Skynet takes over.
I want to be one of the allies.
Yes, that's it. Just positioning myself for it.
You talked about the passion earlier. So does it instill a lot of passion? Does it instill confidence in you that, this new person, I mean, she's quite the gamer. I mean, she,
what's her gamer score?
She has a storied history. She, got her first achievement back in January of
2026.
Yeah, 2026. So
A lot of people were harping on about that because
yeah, like like
So-
no, granted, I know that you don't bring in, like, again, we keep going back to McDonald's here, but the new CEO of McDonald's isn't the guy that ate the most Big Macs or whatever, but at the same time you want them to kind of know what a Big Mac is, I guess.
Yes.
But,
right, yeah.
but
And you're right. They at least need to know how how the sausage is made, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
where this is all happening.
Mhm, mhm.
and you would think they would actually kind of like it or not. No, the question is, I have a question for you because I just decided to look, but do you think this new person is, and I keep saying new person because I have no idea how to pronounce it, and so do you think this new person is on True Achievements?
Oh,
No,
I don't.
no.
I know there was a screenshot posted of somebody who had the same kind of name as her, as Asha Sharma was posted, and like she got a lot of flack, but I think it was just a troll account, honestly.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a troll account or not, but it does exist. It is what they say that the gamer tag is. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
At least the
Well,
True
maybe.
Achievement account
Yeah.
is spelled the same. So unless I don't know, and it looks like the game history is very similar to what they put in all the news. So,
Okay.
um,
What's her total gamer score?
well, I'm a little salty in the sense that she's above the Elroy Mendoza
Yeah.
line, and
Oh wow! Hey, all
yeah.
right.
There we go.
with with a 1.56 ratio, but has a 10,000 gamer score. So there you go, 10,870 in that storied 2-month history with the platform, I guess.
Well, I guess something could be said if this is legitimate and true.
Mhm.
At least she's tried.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
say that.
And some of the tweets and the stuff I've seen her respond to, like it seems like she's listening, and I understand, like a new boss coming in, like you want to portray that I am here to listen to the consumer, because I mean we are the user base, we're the final consumer that it, it's make it or break it, honestly. I mean, so many people think Xbox is already broken and it's unsavable, and now they're not going to be a console company anymore. They're just going to make software, buying up all the big companies. But she says, she came out and said that there's going to be another console. We're working on the next console. We're going to put it out there. So, I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic, but I don't know. I mean, it would take a lot for me to move away from the Xbox platform, just because, I mean, I'm invested in it, and I really don't care who plays. I really don't care who plays where. I'm not a console war fanboy. I just like video games, wherever you play them, however you play them. I don't care.
Well, and to just kind of, I guess, add a little bit to this is our particular community. We're a very niche community. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
You know, we're a subculture of a subculture of a subculture, and it's and that's how we operate. Now, we probably have more skin in the game than the cultures above us, right? Because at any given moment, Microsoft could just come in and say, "Hey, the achievement platform sucks."
Oh man,
and we're going to do away with it. And now that's going to affect us, but it's also, I don't think, something that is far-fetched either.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Like,
would that really hurt their bottom line?
It depends how many resources they pour it in for maintenance on.
Yeah,
we don't know that.
No.
I don't know what's going on in that realm. Again, like I said, if they look at their bottom line and say, "Hey, where can we, shore up some stuff at?" Well, we're spending X amount of dollars in this right here. Well, is it really worth it? And if they start ever having that discussion, then we could be impacted greatly by it.
Yeah.
Any change in that platform and how it operates, basically, is going to affect us harder. The games are going to be there, right? You had mentioned it earlier, Freaky.
Yeah.
We'll go and play Steam. Listen, if we're going to play a video game, there's no shortage of how we can consume a video game.
Oh yeah.
But we're invested in specifically the Xbox and Microsoft platform and their achievement system.
Yeah, the meta of just getting the game within the game,
Yes.
Well, maybe it's a good sign that Irasshaimase is doing, has achievements finally. So that's a good sign, right?
That is a good sign.
Yeah,
I'll take that as a positive. That's why we gave her a round of applause.
Step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Now,
100%.
Now, I don't know if this is unfortunate or what, but we kind of did see a little bit behind the curtain, maybe a portent of things to come this week. I think Tuesday or Wednesday this week. I didn't get these messages, but I know a lot of people I saw on Reddit and a couple of people even in our Discord, Isrit, Manic Metalhead, Mad Lefty, Hat on 90 commented all about it. And there was a Xbox mobile test message pushed out to hundreds, if not thousands of people I saw. And it wasn't just one message. It was like they were these Xbox users, they were inundated with like, I guess 10 messages back to back just on their phone. Hat 90 said he was going to throw his phone across the room. But this message says, it's mobile test message. It's like a message from Xbox when it pops up on your phone. Mobile test message. This is a dummy message sent via Braze. Please capture a screenshot once you receive it. This should take you to the recently added gallery.
Did it take you to that gallery? Nobody knows. Okay.
No,
right.
Freaky's muted or something.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, 41 minutes. Freaky was unable to answer whether it took you to the gallery or not.
I have no idea if it took you to the gallery or what gallery they're talking about.
Was it a gallery of pictures of Irasshaimase?
maybe. But so it's from this Braze via Braze. So Waka went out and found out what Braze is. So Braze, from cross-channel messaging and journey orchestration to AI-powered decisioning and optimization, Braze is a customer engagement platform that empowers brands to be absolutely engaging.
Well, I mean, you can't get more engaging than, sending out all kinds of messages, I guess.
Right. And then so this message went out, and you find out that Braze is an AI platform or whatever. And she came from, AI and Microsoft. So people are like, see, she's already doing AI. It's like,
wait, she came from AI?
No, she didn't. She didn't come from AI. She was head of the AI department in Microsoft or whatever.
Okay, is she actually real? All right.
Yeah,
now,
that's what we need to now find out. Is this person indeed real?
Is she a deep fake? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen some really good deep fakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like what was this? What was the point of this message? And I didn't do enough, I didn't dig deeper to find out what it actually meant or anything, but it's just
we're heading into a period of uncertainty.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the best way to sum this up is, there's a lot that's going to be going on out there over the next probably 12 to 18 months for sure with the transition. Obviously, I think Phil did a great job. He's got my vote of approval. He came, there you go. Hats off to Phil. He righted the ship. He stepped into a position that, honestly, a lot of people probably would not have taken. But he did it. And I think he handled it the best that he could with what he was dealt. So, like I said, end of an era and a new chapter start for Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, and there was a picture quickly that was tweeted out of a Irasshaimase with Major Nelson. Like Major Nelson reached out and was like,
I haven't heard that name in a while.
I know, right? Like Phil,
still worked with Xbox.
Phil, he doesn't. He's not with
not.
Xbox. He's not with Xbox officially. I don't think. I don't even remember who he works for. But man, like Phil Spencer and Major Nelson, that was like a fantastic team. Like seeing those two guys up there. He's like Phil Spencer being like even though Phil Spencer was still kind of charismatic, but like Major Nelson just had that, the all that charisma. I've actually met them both. They're actually pretty cool, actually, in person. So
really,
yep, I was able to go to E3 back when they had E3 before COVID,
I went to one of those. I didn't get to meet nobody, man. What the heck?
Yeah, it was I went to specifically Xbox Fan Fest in was it 2015? It was after my daughter was born, so she was born. So 2016. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one they announced the Series X, where nobody knew what a teraflop was, but everybody was talking about teraflops.
Well, Freaky, I appreciate you making the first ever news section and your diligence there. So thank you for your hard work there. So I suppose we should probably get in some game talk.
All right.
I know that Inigo has been busy lately.
Inigo is
and no doubt has some updates about why he stopped just a few short of a certain milestone. But I'll let you discuss.
okay. So since the last time we talked, I've been floating around in Aery hell.
That is a very good description,
Right.
probably,
That is
of,
actually, yeah.
Yes.
Is that going to be the next one? Aery goes to Aery Purgatory. Aery.
Well, now if you've been following the story of the Aery games, yes, I actually think you are right. This is exactly the direction that game is going in. They do have a hell level.
Nice.
I found that out through my journeys, and it was kind of appropriate, to be honest with you. This is awful. I have been living in a world that not only do I get to see, and I can't use the term that I want to because the law offices of Hawkeye Berry has contacted me and said that I can't with a cease and desist letter, so I can't refer to them as I've been referring to them until we get this run. Until it runs its legal course, okay? So my favorite team losing was, that's a gut punch, but then this on top of it is this is on a different level. I think I would have much rather have lost $1,000 at this point. I think it would have been less painful.
So many hours of your life just spent.
It's been awful. Please, I'm just gonna actually. I understand there's much better ways to get easy gamer score out there. To anybody that's listening to this, just don't go down this path. And more importantly, don't ever make a bet like I did. Okay, like that. I guess the confidence was way too high going into this, and lesson learned.
You notice that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So they all are the same exact game. Unfortunately, the later ones that I was playing, they're kind of even more train wrecks because if you're not really careful, the developer is very deceptive, and the game contains 15 levels, but only 11 of them might have achievements, and you don't know which 11 those are.
Oh wow!
Oh man!
So
that's rough.
So yeah, really dirty on the developer's part by doing this.
That is.
And there's no logical sense when you go into the menu that might cue you to say, because the achievement just says finish like level 1. That's it. But when you go into the menu, there's nothing that indicates what's level 1 because it's just like this scatter plot of levels. And so again, like I said, it becomes, you could actually play more than you really have to if you're not careful. So you don't typically need a guide for games like these, but definitely at least research, if you're doing what I did and going through hell, research what levels are associated with achievements so you don't have to do this longer than you have to.
Did you start to see through the matrix of it and kind of be able to predict where the next feather would appear?
Oh, yes. And because like the way the games are designed, they're just really copy and paste of each other. So once you've done one level in one game, it's like you get into the next game and you're just like, oh, okay. You're almost kind of just going through the motions. In fact, I don't even think I think the last 4 or 5 games, I wasn't even watching the screen most of the time. I'm pretty sure I was doing something else.
Did you have true achievements pulled up watching your ratio?
Oh, yeah.
Down?
I did go down a whole 0.01. I went from a 1.81 down to a 1.80 during this. So not only have I now been placed in Aery hell, but my stats have been getting impacted heavily. My once proud ratio is now starting to take a nosedive. And that's probably just as painful. That's why I said I think $1,000 at this point.
Yeah, right.
I don't even think I would have complained or even been mad. So
I'm just curious on the I'm just putting myself in your shoes here. So you go to, and you wake up, you go to work, you put in a nice long day at work, and you think, well, at least when I get home, I get a nice. Oh wait, no, I don't get a nice, relaxing experience.
No.
Well, I guess it's supposed to be relaxing.
It's
At what
supposed to,
point?
in theory.
You're right. At what point did it become less relaxing and more of just the?
It really started to hit right around game 3 of 16. It is when it really started to kind of like hit home. It was like, I almost felt like working a part-time job might have been more enjoyable. That's a feeling of mine anyways. I could be wrong, but I envisioned it and I dreamed of it, and I was like, geez, I could go work at the grocery store down the street and I'd probably have more fun doing that than this. And yeah, it was just an incredible waste of time. It was a very misguided decision on my part. One that I will never make again. So y'all enjoy this one, okay? Because
so next year they make the Super Bowl. You're just gonna sit on your hands.
That's it. I will keep my fat mouth shut when it comes to any type of wagering and or anything to that effect. So lesson learned. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I hope they enjoyed their feed of me just completing Aery game after Aery game after Aery game. Like you, Elroy, after working a nice long day and my job can be very stressful a lot of days. Aery did nothing to alleviate any of the stress from my day-to-day work. So it was bad. I can't recommend a single one of these games. I used to play them because I played one or two previous to this or prior to this wager. And it's really not, I guess, ultimately bad as an in-between game, but under no circumstances do I recommend playing more than one in succession at all.
So I'm going through them right now just to see what the stars are. How many stars they all get. Well, so after playing many Aery games, what do you think? What's your guess of which one's rated the best? Highest star rating?
Oh, that's a great question.
Ooh, that is a really great question.
Since technically they're all pretty much the same game.
They all
should have the same, roughly the same, but there's a decent variation of.
Okay,
I'm gonna put my neck out and say that the first one, just because it was a new and before they realized that they were going to pump out about 50 more of these things. So
I'm almost in alignment with Elroy on this. But if I'm going to place and to just, I guess, be a contrarian in this moment, I'm going to say that Titans of the Future is probably the highest ranked one.
All right. So I haven't been able to get all of it, but Titans of the Future was the highest one that I saw at a 2.54 rating.
Okay. What is it about Titans that is
so
I'm confused.
Right, yeah, I'm curious now.
Well, okay, and since I have some experience in these worlds, and I can speak to this, so Titans of the Future is actually one that's slightly different than all the rest. Now, the gameplay is still the same. It's just the scenery and the levels are very different than all the rest. It's not the typical copy paste. Like you could tell, like the developer actually did something a little bit different in it. And honestly, like the scenery, I guess, wasn't awful. Like you could tell he was trying to do something different. The laziness wasn't as prevalent in that game. That's why I personally, and I'm just looking at the list of the 16 games that I played recently, and that's the one that stuck out to me that I would, if I was going to put a high and rank them, I would probably rank that one the highest out of all the ones I played.
That is well, of all the ones I've checked so far, because there's
what the like I'm looking at. I'm calling. Well, I mean, okay, yeah, this is hard to see because some of them don't show up. But my research is saying Broken Memories is the highest.
Yeah, that's the highest. I had just gotten to the beginning ones because I was going from reverse chronological order, so I was starting at the most recent, working my way back to the front. But Broken Memories is the highest at 2.55.
I don't know what it is about Broken Memories.
It looks like
it sounds like a tragic. Maybe it was a.
It's like the second one that was made.
Yeah,
it was the second one that was released. Yeah.
And Little Bird Adventure looks like it's like number 3 or 4 or somewhere. That's the original one.
Yes, that's the OG one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Well, and I have played Broken Memories. I was just basically placing by where I would have landed them on the most recent 16 that I played. So,
okay.
In which Titans of the Future is actually that was released on July 4th of 2025. So it's one of the more recent installments.
Well, from this experience, I must say that just doing some quick little maths here, it appears that you have made quite a climb on the adventure genre leaderboard. Were you aware of such? And
no,
is there any plans to change your focus over to the adventure leaderboard now that you have ascended to such heights?
Not at all. That is what we call the unintended byproduct of my actions. And I will quickly snuff that one out real quick. There's no desire there.
Well, in case you're curious, just loose numbers here. So I just basically took where you are now and subtracted 16,000 off it and saw where you might have been. It looks like you went from approximately top around 1,000th place, maybe ish, somewhere in the 900s, all the way up to number 723 on the leaderboard.
Wow, that's a big jump right there.
Yeah.
What a 25% increase.
Yeah.
I
think you got the momentum. You could.
You can do it. You can finish the series. I believe in you.
What would it take,
Freaky?
Inigo? What would it take, Inigo, to make this happen where you get the completion of the series?
I don't even think I could be convinced by anything at this point. I think I'll have to politely decline any offer that's sent to my direction. And just as equally, as I said earlier, I would much rather have wagered $1,000 and lost it. I don't even think I'd accept $1,000 to finish the series at this point.
Well, there you go.
That's how passionate I am about never returning down this road.
Yes. Does that include all paper airplanes, flies, and other cosmetic changes that they've made to produce new games as well?
Yes. I think my time with a Pixar is maybe over. I don't want to.
I really hate to hear that because you spoke so highly of them last time about how that you love their game so much.
No, I had them confused with another developer. I did.
Another much better developer.
Yes, and I did. There was some confusion there.
There was.
Yes, so I had them confused with another developer, and as I looked more and more at their library, I'm not going back to these games at all. Anything that they're making. And I encourage nobody to ever invest in these games or even spend a minute of their time. I can guarantee you I can find you better ways to spend your time. Okay. Just reach out to me either through DM or whatever. I'll find something for you to do.
You create an Epixar support group.
Yes. I'm already working on it right now as we speak. We got our own Discord and everything set up.
All right, we'll share the link in the in the show notes. Okay. All right. Well, Freaky. That was an emotional tale. I feel like we just witnessed the hero's journey. He
right.
He went to the depths and he came back. Oh, we didn't touch upon you did get to Doodle Harmony, but you're still a little bit short here.
I am, and that's being saved. So I've had a very trying 2 weeks since the last time we talked.
Indeed.
At work. So, we had our annual meeting safety conferences with all of our employees last week, and I think I touched base on that the last time we got together. And so basically I had 3 consecutive days in 3 different cities within the Southeast where we got all of our employees together, each one rough head count of about 300 employees at each one for an all-day event. Of course, I was tasked with planning that and executing it. And then that took up a lot of time. So I was obviously in that mode, trying to haven't really had a whole lot of time to check up on anything over the past 2 weeks. So I did sneak in Doodle Harmony to kind of get me a little bit closer towards my goal that was done strategically. And I think within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we might finally see me hit that goal.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I think I'm going to sit back with some Red Dead. Definitely next weekend. I have to travel tomorrow. We have a friend that's getting married 4 hours away from here, so we're going to be traveling tomorrow, Monday, to go to their wedding. So, like I said, have that on the horizon. But here shortly, I'll have some time.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds like something for the update section soon.
Yes. Stay tuned.
There
I'm
you
going to dig
go.
into some Red Dead Redemption here. That's next on the list.
Are you going to purposely shoot every bird you see in that game?
No, I'm really just looking forward to hog tying the female and putting her on the railroad tracks. Is that achievement still in the game? I didn't even look. The times they are changing, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's been nixed.
Right? Yeah, because that was in the original Red Dead.
It was in the original Red Dead. I haven't even looked at the list yet to see if it's still in existence. So
I would assume so. That
it is. It is in there. Yep. I just took a peek. 100% in there.
Okay.
Nice.
So looking forward to that.
Nice.
Well, what about you, Nego? Or not Nego, Freaky? What you been working on?
Again, just been kind of I'm in like a gaming limbo, kind of finding the next game I really want to sink my teeth into. Kind of letting outside forces guide what I play. RTDL and some of the Game Pass quests, playing some Game Pass games. And then my Wednesday crew. I don't know if I've mentioned it on here, but I play every Wednesday. I play with AZ Mongoose and Hawkeye. If you guys
served with the cease and desist from Hawkeye?
Oh no, Hawkeye. Me and Hawkeye are like this. We're buddy.
Okay,
I don't mind the Cowboys. Cowboys.
Can you get him to ease up on these legal orders that he's been issuing?
Well, if you stop confusing Hawkeye with Carpe Adam, I think.
Yeah.
Could you get him to at least stop rating every game of 5 too?
I'll try to talk to him about it.
All right,
I'll try.
that.
So a couple weeks ago, we started playing Helldivers 2, which is an extraction shooter. Is that a genre on TA? But basically, for a long story short, you have it. You're on a spaceship. You're bringing freedom to the galaxy. Basically, you have 3 different coalitions that you're going to go attack. I don't even think we've played missions in all 3 coalitions yet. Like, we just started the game. We're just new to it. So we're still learning the ropes, but it's a lot of fun. I'm not going to go too much into it. Like I said, we just started it, but it's definitely something that I think we're going to be playing for at least a little bit as we move forward. And then after that, I've been playing some retro classics. I come back to this game. Have you played retro classics at all yet?
I have not. Now, just judging by the name, this sounds like it's maybe a collection of some old school 8-bit games.
Oh yeah, old school 8-bit, not even before, like old school like Atari 2600 games.
Oh wow, okay.
It's got I don't know if I can find a list online, but it's got Atari 20 Pitfall 2.
Okay.
There's some
and it looks like their achievement list is almost kind of borderline set up like Game Room.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I never played Game Room, but yeah, it is pretty they try to kind of want you to get a variety of things in there. There's like community challenges where you can challenge the community to beat your score. Like there's like tennis, like there's tennis. I don't know what the game's called, but it's basically like you're trying to cross a busy highway. I think we talked about it last week. It's like Frogger before Frogger. You're trying to cross a busy highway and you're just getting run over. And there's two versions of that. There's one where you're a person, and there's another one where you're like two birds trying to run across a highway. But I managed to, and I didn't think I was going to, but I managed to pop the 10 gold medals in any challenges across the games. So I was excited. I have one achievement left, and this is just to purchase 15 classic collectibles. So there's like little gamer pictures kind of you can purchase with your in-game currency, and you have to log into the game. The only way to get this currency is you log in every day. Your level goes up. You get 200 coin or whatever it is, and then you can also do challenges to get coins. So I think somebody did the math, and it's going to take like if you just log in and do the daily challenges, it'll take like 3 to 4 months to get enough coins to buy them all.
Oh, you're doing it the hard way, man.
So yeah, I don't have time. So what's the easy way?
Oh, the easy way, man. You just basically use some alts and then send challenges, and so they get all their coins each day. So you log in if you had like maybe 3 or 4 alts, and then have each one, log in and send all these challenges on Pitfall to you, and then you basically the alt just fails. Like you just okay. Let's see. It's been a few months since I did this. All right, so you log in the alt, you send the Pitfall challenge to your main, and then on your main you open it up, and then you just go to the left and fall into the quicksand, but it gives you a score, and then on the alt you cancel when you load it up, and it's like a forfeit, and so then your main gets their coins, and so you get, I think I want to say like 90 coins each time. And so you basically get all their coins for them logging in each day, and then on top of the ones that you logged in each day. It's much faster than doing the challenges. So I was able to get that preloaded for the last iteration of the G test. I got it preloaded in, I don't know, probably took about, I don't know, a couple of weeks to just logging in as my alts each time. So but I was using like 6 alts. So
you lost me at alts. I'll just use my family, my wife and my kids.
Yeah, it just take a little bit longer, but that's the quickest way, and you can get those coins in no time at all.
Because I'll boot it up every night and I'll get my daily coin, and then I'll play the challenge. Like they have like a 3 challenge daily challenge set. So what I'm telling you, like half the time, because I didn't play all these games. They have what's there's a burger making game. I forget what it's called.
So Burger Time?
No, it's not Burger Time.
It's not an actual fun one. It's
very and I was like looking online trying to figure out how to play it, trying to find I was like on YouTube trying to find a video for it. I want to say it's
no, I know exactly which game you're talking about. I have no idea.
Quick Chef, I forget.
Yeah, I have no idea. It was listed as one of the easy ones.
So I found out how. I found out.
Please tell me how you play this game.
It is easy. Okay, so you have your conveyor belt that brings your bottom. So you're building hamburgers, right? And you have your conveyor belt that brings out your bottom bun and your meat. And then at the bottom of the screen, you have 4 icons. You have like a tomato, an onion, lettuce, and cheese. That's at the bottom of the screen. And then you have a check mark underneath each one, or not a check mark, depending on what kind of burgers they want you to make. Very similar to what's that? What's the
Overcooked?
Very similar to Overcooked. Like you have to make a certain recipe, and certain things go on the burger, right? And
it's
then
also
on the right,
also like the dollar menu, but that's
and then on the right side you have like 4 hoppers that shoot these ingredients at you. One's tomato, onion, cheese, and lettuce, and then also the top bun. Once you make a burger with the right ingredients, the top bun will shoot out at you. But sometimes it shoots an ingredient that you don't need, and you're like, well, what do I do with this ingredient? So once you catch the ingredient, you can't drop it. Like you have to put it on a burger. And so if you put it on a burger, you done messed up, because now that burger's messed up and you can't use it. And your life, like you have life points in the upper left-hand corner. And I think you start with 50. It's like your quote unquote life or your mistakes you can make. And each time you misuse an ingredient, that goes down by 1. So if you have like 5 ingredients on a burger, 5 wrong ingredients on a burger, your life points go down by 5 or however much it is. But I was looking because it doesn't give you any instructions. All it says is when you load in the game, it just says what the controls are on your controller. So it has move, and then the A button is the action button. That's it. I'm like, well, what's the action button? Okay, that's it. Well, it turns out if you have an ingredient coming at you from the right side, you just hold the action button down and walk into it and hit it with like the belly of the chef, and it kicks that ingredient back into the hopper.
Oh.
So what I was doing is I was like not getting in the way of the ingredient, and it would go all the way across the screen.
Right, and that's a game over.
Yeah, and it splashes across the left, and then like you lose your points or it's game over. So if you hold down the A button and you have to kind of line it up because you can still catch it even if you're holding down the A button. So you want to kind of hit it on your chef coat belly and knock it back. Once I figured that out, it was easy. Like I got gold in that one pretty quick. And you want to do the second challenge where you buy like for 40 coins, you buy the second challenge where you have to get like 8,000 points. But it was super simple once I figured that out. I was like, oh my God.
Okay, yeah. I remember that, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me what I was supposed to do.
I believe it was it might have been one of the solutions I was looking at, because like they kept naming that game as a simple one. And like, but nobody would like how do you I keep catching these things that I can't use, and it's killing me.
Yep.
But also once you make the right burger, so let's say you have your bottom matrix with your tomato, you have a check mark under tomato, so you need to put a tomato on the burger. You go get tomato, you put it on the burger, and then a top bun shoots out. You grab the top bun and you put it on the tomato, or you put it on the bun, and then you pick up the completed burger. You go down a screen, and there's 3 different chutes to put it in. There's like a green one, a red one, and a blue one. You have to look at in the top screen where it tells you that you need the tomato on the burger, there's like a color palette that it's on, and you have to look at that color palette to know whether the green, the blue, or the red to put it in. Because if you put it in the wrong color, it's like that's another way to lose points or lose the game. So. And in the first level of the challenge, you're just putting 1 ingredient on. You're putting either the cheese, the onion, the lettuce, or the tomato. But on the second level, you'll have combos. So you can do, onion and cheese, or onion and lettuce, or tomato and cheese. So that's where you get your 8,000 points from that second level in the challenge. So it is, once you figure it out, it like unlocked like, aha, eureka, I know how to do this. So I was stoked. I got that. I was like, because that was one I thought, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to work on getting good at some of these old school games, and it was really, I'm glad I got it anyway.
Yeah, congrats, man. That's not an easy one.
No, and it's kind of high ratio too. What is it? It's probably one of my higher ones now.
It's like 10 ratio.
10 over 10, yeah, 10-6-4. Definitely over the Elroy line.
Yeah, man.
Well, and also for those that are interested, it caught my eye, and I'm kind of like intrigued by this game now. I like a good retro game, but there's 3 particular achievements I really like the achievement art in them, and that is the classic achievement, which depicts the Duke controller from the original Xbox. The Where It All Started achievement, which depicts the original Xbox, and they have an achievement called 360 for the win, which depicts an Xbox 360. So honestly, I think 3 pretty cool achievements tucked in there with a nice little tribute to those systems and some cool little art to go along with them. For those that are interested in that, it caught my eye for sure.
No, and it's definitely a high TAD game, and some of the games really do kind of bring back some memories. But like some of the challenges they tell you to do in the solution for the 10 golds, like enduro, man, I'm horrible.
No way, yeah.
So
well, he's a racing guy though. He should be able to handle that one.
Oh man, it's like
you have to like run down the road, running into the side to keep your speed down or something like that. Is it that one?
Yeah, that's the one. They tell you to bump in the side of the road to keep your speed down.
Yeah, man, that wasn't working for me either.
Pressure cooker is the name of the game. I was way off. Samsonite.
Shoot. Well, that's
So,
cool, man. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So I'm happy that I got that one done, and I just gotta chug away at the 15 collectibles. But one game, so the main, I guess the main game I'm going to talk about that I was kind of surprised about is Duck Dynasty on the 360. I had a couple of
Yes, sir.
I had a couple of low hanging fruit achievements on my RTDL from Duck Dynasty, and I was like, well, let's pop this in and see how it is. Wasn't expecting much. It was probably exactly what I thought it was going to be. I'm still playing it because I'm probably going to try to complete it, even though we'll see what happens on my RTDL next month. But I am pleasantly surprised with this game. It doesn't try to go do more than it is. Like, you shoot ducks, you race some boats, you do some fishing, you catch some frogs. I mean, it's exactly what it sets out to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so if none of you guys are familiar with Duck Dynasty.
Oh, I'm familiar with this.
I'm
one,
sure.
man.
I'm
We've
sure.
actually talked about this one on the podcast before. We talked about it on when we talked about genres, generally speaking, because this game is all over the place in the genre world.
Oh yeah,
it's
I can see it. Racing.
Yeah, it's first-person shooters, stealth, sports, fishing, hunting. Like, it's so out. Like, there's no other game that it's even close to that.
Which is kind of funny that there is no racing.
It should, there's
a lot of boat racing in that game.
Should have a racing tag for sure. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, one of the achievements is a racing achievement. You have to go from fourth to first in the race. It's literally a racing achievement.
It is really unusual that racing is not on there, but stealth is, because like stealth is just you sneaking around like the room so that you don't wake somebody up or something.
Yes. You're trying to. I don't know if you're trying to get out of work or what, but they're testing the duck calls, and you're going behind everybody. But wasn't late last year? Didn't one of the Duck Dynasty guys pass?
Yeah,
was it
Sid? Yeah,
Sai.
Yeah, that's it.
And I mean, like, I'm not a hunter, but I don't poo-poo on people that hunt. I understand there is a spot for it, trying to keep herds down and everything like that, if you want to get scientific, and also eating food and whatnot. But I don't know, it's just the guilty pleasure, watching Duck Dynasty. I wouldn't sit down and binge it, but if it was on, I'd leave it there and watch it, and just seeing the hijinks of everybody out there hunting. And then I never saw an episode that had the RV duck blind. But I saw it in the game, and I'm like, man, that is genius. Like, it's a small RV that's like lifted up off the ground, and they've turned it into a duck blind, but you can still like cook, has some stuff like sleeping stuff in the RV. So it's all the joys of modern life in a duck blind. So but yeah, so anyway, if you haven't played the game and you don't know anything about Duck Dynasty, basically you are Jean-Luc, which I forgot that Jean-Luc was on the show, because it's such. You have Sid, you have Sai, I forget the other cat's name, and then you have Jean-Luc, and you're like, that's like one of these kids is doing his own thing. What happened here? Where they don't know if they were Star Trek fans or what, but so you play Jean-Luc, and they're kind of teaching you all the things about hunting and doing things out in the swamp, and you learn your duck calls. I think that's the first thing you do in the story mode. You're learning your duck calls to call the ducks in so you can shoot them. And that's about it for shooting the ducks. I haven't progressed further than I think 2 or 3 duck blinds to shoot the ducks. I've definitely unlocked some different guns, and I have my favorite shotgun that I think it has 6 shells in it. I forget the name of the shotgun, but yeah, it's a quick load. I like taking them down when they're about to land in the water. It's a lot of fun. And then also, once you shoot your ducks down, there's the boat racing. They have the boats, and then they also have the airboats that can kind of go over land. Also, that thing that's harder than the Mako to steer. I swear to God. Like, you get a little swirly, swirly in that, and it goes all over the place.
Yeah, the racing physics in that game leaves a lot to be desired.
yes, it does.
That means a lot coming from you.
Yes, and that is my biggest qualm. Everything else in the game, like you said, Freaky,
It's
everything outside the racing elements of that game is. It's not bad. It's not awful. I mean,
yeah.
is it visually going to wow you? No.
No.
But are you going to sit back and just have a little bit of mindless fun for a few minutes?
Yeah,
yes.
really.
Until you get to the racing. The racing actually becomes very frustrating in this game. Oh, man.
I was very frustrated, yeah.
Yeah, because the physics are not where they need to be.
Mm.
And they cheat like a son of a gun.
Yes.
Too,
man, the rubber banding on that is
some of the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was like out of nowhere. They all of a sudden got the turbos on it or something, and just
100%. But like you said, I'll agree with you, Freaky. The rest of the game, you know what, palatable, manageable.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
Guilty fun.
It doesn't try to punch above its weight class.
I agree.
And so I'm like I don't know what I thought I was going to get going into it, but I definitely am getting exactly what. I thought it was going to be, it's and even it's even easier when you're shooting the ducks. Like if you let go of the aim and pull the aim back down, it snaps you to where the ducks are, so you don't have to manually control. Because I was trying to go through the first time trying to manually control my aim, and then like a tip popped up. Oh, like aim and then let go and then aim again, and it'll snap you right to where the ducks are. And I'm like, that's so much easier,
isn't it?
Yeah, and then like the fishing mechanic is nice and it's difficult enough to where it's a challenge, but it's not so difficult that you're like throwing your controller against the wall.
Right.
So it just, three thumbs up for me on this one. I definitely, I'm enjoying it. So.
The Duck Dynasty has a special place in my heart, given that it's a bunch of Southern boys down there doing this. This is in Mississippi. I mean, people down here know right where they are. I mean, Memphis is basically Mississippi.
Yeah.
So,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And so
everything south of the Mendoza line is Mississippi.
That's right.
Well, so, Memphis is a lot like Charlotte. It like you literally take like 2 turns out of Charlotte and you're in South Carolina.
Yeah. Memphis is like down in the corner of Arkansas, Mississippi. And like it's just barely in Tennessee. And I'm sure Tennessee would be just happy if it was a little further out. And, it wasn't in Tennessee, but there's actually 2 things on this. The first is that I think the achievement that says it all for this game is like grandfather, like grandson. And the description is hunted ducks, fished, hunted varmints, and caught frogs.
Yeah.
I mean, how much? I mean, if that doesn't sell you on this game, I mean, what will? I mean, that's basically what you do the whole game. But the second thing is that with Duck Dynasty, did you know there is actually a line dance based off of Duck Dynasty?
Oh no, I did not.
Yes, I forget the gentleman's name, but the name of the dance. So with line dances, the name of the dance may not necessarily be the name of the song, and so the name of the song is Double D, for obvious reasons, and the name of the song I think is Cut Them All or something like that. Hang on, I can find it for you, but it's like this country hip hop song that features the Duck Dynasty people in it.
Okay.
So, and so, Colt Ford. There it is. Colt Ford, Cut Them All. So if you haven't heard it, there's your homework assignment. It's called Cut Them All by Colt Ford, and it's featuring Willie Robertson, which is one of the Robertsons, which is Duck Dynasty. So there's a line dance to that song. Pretty catchy song too, to be honest.
That is interesting.
I'm not saying it's a super popular line dance, but Anyway.
I have so many more questions about this, and I don't know if we have enough time to cover them.
Well, I could just squeeze out my games real quick, and then we could circle back because me, I'll always be willing to talk some Duck Dynasty. So,
I mean, when is there ever a bad time to talk about Duck Dynasty? Right?
there isn't.
There isn't. We know the answer to that question, right?
So, all right. Well, let me jump into mine. I mean, we're almost, we're getting to the time of the podcast where I finally talk about my game.
Yes.
The 90-minute mark.
Yes. Elroy is a member of this panel.
Yeah, so it's purposeful that I waited till the end because the game that I am going to talk about, although I must say you did talk about Aery, so I guess in the vein of talking about games,
thanks for pulling that Band-Aid off.
right?
That didn't
In the-
take long.
You're right. So in the vein of talking about games that nobody wants to talk about, my game that I was wanting to talk about is called Legend of K Anniversary. I would say that it is a new release, but it's not. And even when it was a new release, it wasn't a new release. So that hence the anniversary. So what that really boils down to is that I'm talking about a game that came out 21 years ago. And most recently it came out in 2015 on the Xbox 360. And it was a reboot of the original game, which came out in 2005. And that's probably why nobody wants to talk about it. And since that time, 876 people have added it to their tag, and only 70 have completed it. And if you're thinking, if what I say today convinces you that you really want to give this game a shot, the only option would be to come to Achievement Flex and play it on someone else's tab because it's currently been removed from the Microsoft Store, as has all digital 360 games for the most part. So, yeah, so even if what I say just really speaks to you, you have no way of playing this game if you didn't already buy it. And except you could play the original version, which came out in 2005 on the PlayStation 2. So maybe dust off the old PlayStation 2 and play this. You won't get any achievements for it. And I'm not saying that it's a good strategy, but it is available. I think it's also available on the Switch. So you could play it there as well. But it is an old 360 game. It is, of course, a beat 'em up and a platformer. And this game, I can't decide if I don't like it or not. It's one of those weird ones where you can't decide. I was holding my full judgment until I get to the end, but up to now, it's been a mixed bag. I guess the positives about this game is that it brings back that old school game feel. Kind of, us old people, we kind of like our old games that we grew up with and such. And so this one lands you perfectly in the time frame of when the 3D platformer kind of became a thing. And so think like that first Mario game you probably played. What was that first one? Mario 64 or whatever, where you had like the camera that was following behind you.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I hated that.
Yes. Okay. Well, that leads me into what I don't like about this game.
Okay. Well.
So, right. But it was that style of game where you have you control the camera with the right stick, and you're moving with the left stick and doing all that. It was basically a game designed for that when that was first a thing. It's kind of part old school Mario game. It's part old school. Kind of reminded me of Conker's Furry Adventure a little bit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mixture of that in there, but it was kind of in that vein, I guess, of that early 3D platformer with the camera that just goes berserk every time you move, kind of a thing. That when they released the anniversary of this game, I can't imagine what it was on the original. They said that they kind of improved that a little bit, but I don't know, man. Several times I'm in the middle of a battle and I can't stop looking at the ground, and it's just like I don't know. It's just frustrating because I'm taking all this damage and I'm just rolling, trying to avoid until my camera gets to where I can see what the heck's going on. But this game is one of those that unfortunately snuck into the beat 'em up genre. It only snuck into the beat 'em up genre because it technically is, because all the battle sequences are scripted, and you go into the area, and then So the enemies, the whole plot is that it's set in somewhere in China or something, and you're this cat, and there's gorillas that have taken over everything. The gorillas have taken over like 3 main areas. There's like the land of the what is it, the frogs. There's the land of the pandas and the land of something else. I can't remember what the rats are. No, not the rats are the bad guys. Rabbits. Yeah. So very, very Chinese, the rabbits, the frogs, the pandas, cat, all that. Anyway, I don't know how far you want me to go into this, but the rats, they basically create like these little force fields every time you enter a battle sequence, and you can't move anywhere else until you finish. So it fits the beat 'em up description of, you have like series of small little enemies that you have to defeat before moving on to the next area, kind of a thing. It fits it, unfortunately. So it's listed as a beat 'em up. I wish it wasn't, but
and your other favorite genre, the platformer.
Right, yeah. At least I don't have to sneak up on them or anything like that. At least they know that I'm there. So unlike the Batman games that have snuck into the beat 'em up genre as well, but that's a different story for another day. Yeah, it's okay. And I guess the other problem with it is that, it wasn't an original game for the 360. So anytime you're bringing in something like that, or even for the Xbox One, but anytime you're bringing something like that, the achievements, you're just kind of making up achievements that weren't necessarily in mind when you first made the game. You're just trying to find some achievements so you can add them to the game. Think Avatar, right? With unfortunately, they didn't take that approach with this game. They spread them out, and by spread them out, I mean you get about 8 achievements that you can get fairly quickly, and then you're in for a slog, man. You're in for a slog. So like the first hour, you're like, oh, this isn't so bad. You get like 8 achievements. You're like, okay, I can do this, and then you are looking at the walkthrough, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's just page after page. So like you have to follow the walkthrough, because most of the achievements in this game are missable. And it's from the vein of when games didn't really tell you what you were supposed to do, back when games were a little challenging. Like you have no idea where to go or what to do. And if you didn't use a walkthrough, this game would probably take, golly, you just triple the completion time at least.
I mean, it already takes 25 to 30 hours.
Exactly. Wow. And I'm not sure if that 25 to 30 is based on that you just started up under the insane mode and somehow are good at the game and finish it, because there's 3 different playthroughs, or at least 2 playthroughs are needed. One on the hard difficulty and one on insane difficulty. I'm playing through on easy. I've already come to grips with that I'm never going to finish this game, that there's no way I'm going back through this game to at least 1 more time or 2 more times, especially not a nightmare difficulty. I just can't even imagine. The camera's the nightmare. It will haunt you. And to have to perform flawlessly under such conditions, I don't know. I'm actually shocked that there's 70 completions out of 876. I don't know. These people must have played the game a long time ago and just wanted, I don't know. I'm using the walkthrough, and I don't know. I finally just printed it off because I was tired of like scrolling on my phone, because it's just so much. I mean, and you might say, well, there isn't a walkthrough. You're right. There's none listed on TA. The only walkthrough is like an old it's for the PlayStation 2. So you can access it if you go
on GameFAQs.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, one of the solutions had it on here. There it is, GameFAQs. Yes, so it's for the nightmare difficulty. You can click on it and you can see this walkthrough. I'm just pulled it up, and I'm just going to hit print just out of curiosity. It's going to take a minute to load just to see how many pages it would be if I just printed it as is. Okay, let's see. It looks like a 92-page walkthrough.
Ooh,
so yeah, so I'm somewhere around page 50-ish, and yeah, and you can see if you look at my profile, you can see that I am not exactly full of gamer score yet on this game. I am sitting at 225 gamer score, although I'm about to actually get another achievement. but look at the if y'all have the page pulled up, look at the achievement distribution for this game. I think that tells you what you need to know about it. There's 876 tracked gamers. There's 189 with one achievement won. So, you're going to expect some of that with, bean dives and all that stuff. Yeah. But then the next peak is 170 with 8 achievements. That's what I was talking about. So there's half of it, and then it just drops off a cliff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And because after those first 8 achievements, I want to say 20 pages later in the walkthrough before you get to the next one. And they're just so spaced out. And then I guess it's going to be back heavy. It'd be a great preload, I guess, but most of it's for collecting all of everything. And what's even worse is I tried to do it on my own at first without the walkthrough, and then I quickly realized that was not going to be a viable solution. But when I did that, I got far enough that I didn't want to restart, and by the time I got to the walkthrough, I was too invested. And then I realized later that I had missed one of the things that there's an achievement for collecting. It's one for collecting your cat chi is what it's called. Upgrade your chi points to the maximum. I missed one of those in the time that it took me to realize that I needed a walkthrough. I'm going to miss that one. I'm definitely not doing the nightmare. I am not doing the hard difficulty unless I don't know. I can't imagine a situation where I would do those. So I'm looking at not having about 200 of the gamer score, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'll take the gentleman's 800 on this.
There you go.
And anyway, I'm not saying I recommend. The best thing about this game is probably the achievement art, to be honest. I know Nico was talking about it earlier. There's some cute little cats.
Right? Yeah.
If you like little cats, they have cute little cats. The cat that got the cream for finishing on hard difficulty. Isn't that cute?
If you're one of those people that like cats, there's definitely a lot of achievement art circling around cats within this game.
Yeah. And you can tell the Chinese influence here with the achievement names, like the achievement cat in gloves catches no mice, right? That's not something we typically say in the United States.
Right. Gotta bust out my cat philosophy.
That's right. So decent enough names on achievements and some cool. All the achievements have something to do with cats. So it was cool. It was the cool cat game before cats became every game and were hidden.
Right.
So what I'm hearing is that it's okay to give up. Right?
That's what I heard.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. Quitting is an option.
It always is an option.
It always is. Houston, we have a problem.
I
think we lost him.
Then, starts off, Minister Shun is the final boss of the game, so brace yourself for a challenge. And it's just like, yeah.
I mean, and a 3 ratio on the 360 is like a 5 or 6 on the Xbox.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So
right.
It's
yeah.
There should be some conversion rate that we need to come up with. Why have they not done the math yet with that? It's a conversion rate from 360 achievements to Xbox One achievements. I'm sure there's plenty of games.
It should be.
There's got to be plenty of games that are on the 360 that are also on the One and the new platform that you can make that conversion happen. Right. All right.
Yeah.
Expo Chronos, do the math.
Right.
put that to you.
So, anyways, I don't know about this battle with this final battle, but I'm sure I'll have an update for you at some point on this. I just thought of another update.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Sorry, I know it's not the right spot in the show, but
hey, it's okay.
All this talk about getting games off your tag. I did finish the Young Justice Legacy.
Oh,
that was the last crap game that I talked about last time that nobody cared about. So Young Justice Legacy, it's having a bit of a renaissance lately, I'll be honest. So if you look at the completions on it, there's 286 completions on this game. And if you look at the most recent ones in let's just go back a few years. In 2023, there was 4 completions on it. In 2024, there was 3 completions on it. 2025, there was 5 completions. We've already got 2 already this year.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Whoa, hold on, slow down there, gang.
Yeah,
Wow.
me and Lou Buster. Yeah, our friend across the pond over there in England, Lou Buster. Shouts out to you. He finished it before myself, and we got 2 completions on Young Justice Legacy. This could be the biggest year since this game was relevant.
Released,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It looks like it was last relevant in 2020-ish, maybe.
And I'm going to go ahead and say it was because we talked about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone's Young Justice Legacy flying off the shelves, man. It's
Right.
I'm sure they were sold out on it
Yeah,
when you
sold
said you
out
went and
everywhere.
visited. You went and visited X.
Yeah,
you
I
said,
did, it wasn't on the shelf. I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's anyway. You can't find it. It's just too
No,
much.
no,
So,
yeah.
but anyway, that wraps up the game that nobody cares about selection. I mean, we could talk some more Duck Dynasty if you want.
Is there ever a bad time to talk about Duck Dynasty?
I don't think so. I think my next game, I have 2 of them. Might be kind of keep it in that same vein.
Mm.
Deadliest Catch.
Ooh, nice.
I totally forgot that was even a thing.
Oh man, I was like Deadliest Catch. Like that was something I actually tried to tune into because that had me hooked.
Wait, did they actually make a game? I thought.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
more than one. Oh yeah. I have
one.
one. There's Deadliest Catch, Alaskan Storm, I think is one.
That's
I have
the
one
one. Yeah.
That's
I have
it,
one
okay.
on my. I have one on my tag, and then I actually own both games. I think
The
there's only
memory
2.
is definitely opening up now on that. I have to point this out, and you're gonna have to help me out here a little bit, Freaky. Did you recently shave?
I did. Yes.
And I'm a little upset because you got rid of the Duck Dynasty beard as
I
we're
did.
talking about Duck Dynasty, and I thought I wanted to make sure that my mind wasn't playing tricks on me, and I'm like, why are we going to talk about Duck Dynasty when you got rid of the beard? The math ain't mathing on this one.
Yeah,
okay?
no, it's it was about. So what happens with my hairstyle? I cut it down, obviously, to almost nothing, back to 5 o'clock shadow, and then I just let it grow out, and I get about, I could probably count the number of haircuts and beard trimmings I get a year, like on one hand, honestly. And that's when I get tired of having to take care of it, because having a long beard, if you don't want it to just look like the Duck Dynasty beards, you need to take care of it. You need to.
There is a
beard
song
oil.
called "Cut 'Em All," and that's the Duck Dynasty song.
There we go.
It all works together.
So yeah, I did cut way back, and it was I did surprise some people going into work. They're like, "Who the?" Oh,
Yeah, it caught me off guard, and I just had to make sure my mind wasn't playing tricks on me there. So
it was. I wasn't disappointed, but I've had this same kind of beard and hair routine for a while now, where I'll let it grow out and then I'll just cut it all off. But the first time I did it with my daughter and my son when they were younger, I was hoping to get one of those like shock videos where you cut off your beard and then they start crying when you come and talk to them. They're just wrecked for life. But no, they were just like, "Oh, you cut your beard off? Okay,
yeah, cool.
Oh, boo."
Yeah, cool story, Dad.
yeah, exactly. I was like, "Oh, well, thanks, great."
Yeah.
Well, how about any baby games or anything you want to talk about?
So my streak is still going.
Yeah.
It faced its first major test of the year last weekend. We traveled to Hershey for a cheerleading competition, and I brought my travel Xbox Series S, and I have the case where it has like the screen on it, the Delphi travel, whatever. You just hook it right up to it. I don't even take it out of that. I just have it locked into that case, and even when I'm at home, it's just in that case, whether it's hooked up to that or just the TV. So I had that, brought it with me, was able to keep my streak going. And I was at work yesterday, so I wasn't able to play before work, and I knew I was going out after work with some coworkers. So I was like, man, I don't have what can I download really quickly on a work laptop that I can play and unlock some achievements real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, looking up online, and I played Scorchy. What is it? It's not a good game.
You don't say.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to be more specific.
It's even compared to what we consider baby games and the standard we have those, it's not good for a baby game either. It's a Scorchy Sky Trials. It has the high TAD of 0.
Oh,
I mean, this sounds like you're talking Inigo's language here. I mean, he likes games that are set in the sky that have no tab.
Yeah, right?
not anymore.
So and it's a 5-minute completion. You can do all the achievements right in the first level without even leaving the first level, and boom, you're done. But I didn't want to do that, right? I just want to get 1 or 2 to go. So I'm like in my office on my lunch break. I got the work laptop. I'm like, okay, I'll get this game. So I get it, download it, and it's even on the Windows version. I don't know how this game got a 2.83 on TA's great rating system, but this is Scorchy Sky Trials for Windows. This is the Windows version. There is no you can't find out what the controls are for a mouse keyboard. There's no, it just gives you controller controls like up, down, A, whatever. And I'm like, all right, well, how do I do this? Because it's for Windows, so obviously there's got to be some mouse keyboard controls. Well, I still don't know how to move them left and right. I'll have to play this. I might have to play this game at home with a controller because I couldn't move the dragon. Luckily, there's one where it's like flap your wings 10 times. So I did find out the space bar does flap your wings. So I did end up getting 2 achievements for flapping my wings. I kept my streak going at work yesterday, but
I have a question on this.
What's that?
What is the streak you're speaking of?
My achievement streak.
The one that
broken.
I guess my question is what happened on the 22nd?
No, you got to be kidding me. Did I miss it? Did I miss a day? Oh, son of a bitch.
No.
You keep talking like you got.
No,
I mean, you got a 4-day streak right now. I mean, most people.
You've got to be kidding me. What was I doing on the 22nd? No, I got one on Baby Boomer.
Apparently not earning achievements.
No, I got a Baby Boomer.
I mean, you don't have to convince me. You convinced TA, man. I mean,
I'll show you on my. It says the 22nd on my. I'm gonna take a screenshot and show this to you.
I mean,
how do I have it? No, that's not TA. I have a problem with you.
I'm telling you, man. Ever since the new takeover, I mean,
that freaking AI, man.
Irasshaimase got you.
Yeah. Irasshaimase. Arasha gonna be upset with my achievement streak here.
I think Freaky's gonna be
I'm at a lot. I'm trying to just get to Discord so I can show you guys this photo because I have the what do they call I have the receipts.
You got the receipts.
I got the receipts. Here we go.
What game did you think that you played on the 22nd?
It's Age of Empires. Baby Boomer is the achievement I got. That it's tagged on the 22nd in my profile.
Okay, Baby Boomer's on the 21st, man.
That's not what it says on mine.
Maybe it was a time. Was it near midnight?
It was near midnight. It was like right after midnight.
Well, I mean,
So just look at the picture I just gave you, and if you look at mine, it says I got bouncing back on the 23rd, Baby Boomer right there on the 22nd, hideously nefarious scoundrel, because that was the last one I unlocked in Word Sudoku, like right before midnight, and then I did Baby Boomer right after midnight. I got the receipts. I swear to God. Now I am.
Well, can't you hit? Isn't there a button on TA you can hit rebuild streak?
Yeah, but that's cheating.
No, it just scans your account.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you literally. I thought it existed at one time.
Rebuild streak?
Yes.
No way. That's not a thing, is it?
I think it is. Now, where it's at is I have to find it, so just bear with me, okay?
Well, I mean, he's got his 4-day achievement streak on the line here. I mean, the stakes couldn't be higher.
I have
8 hours later.
If you go to my links, go to my achievement streaks, and in the top right corner, there'll be a button that says rebuild my streaks. So it's basically just going to kind of rescan your timestamps is what it's.
So my links go where?
2 hours later.
Okay, my achievement, my gaming news,
2 hours later.
Okay, so I'm in stat achievements.
10 years later.
Quality radio right here.
This is the best.
So
This is all getting edited out, right?
Yes,
I see it. Rebuild my streaks. There we go.
Yes, and make sure your time zone is set up properly.
It still says 24 4 days. No. Oh my God. Okay. I need to talk to the head of Xbox right now. Get me a Sharma on the phone. This is yeah, no.
Is your time zone set up properly?
Okay, now hold on. Let's see. It says UTC.
You got to make sure that your time zone set up properly.
Eastern time. There we go. Okay, I got it set to Eastern now. Okay.
Okay.
And now hit
Let's
rebuild.
go back and rebuild my streak.
Will Freaky Streak expand from 4 days?
We are waiting with bated breath.
Did not. Okay, I need. This is really.
All right. Well, while he works on that, let me tell you. How about we move into milestones?
Yes.
I'm gonna fix this update. Well, this will be my update for the next update.
You gotta. And might I just add an overview here? Where was this passion on what? January 4th? Is that right? Where was this passion that you're showing?
I was only 3 days in. Now I'm like, apparently I'm only 4 days in now.
Yes.
Right. So I was like, I don't know. It's unusual. That's all. That's it.
I'm playing Xbox or playing PlayStation now. I'm gonna sell them all.
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
Irasshaimase.
Freaky said he's out.
All right, so I guess my milestone is I know that we tended to make these very self-involved. Well, it's my turn to do a self-involved milestone. My self-involved milestone is that ElroyOMJ is now in the top 10 of most gamer score on Xbox 360 beat 'em ups.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, I've been working hard on that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I started pursuing this back in 2021. That's when I decided I wanted to make some movement on this board. Kind of a slow start, but back then I was at number 448. So I've climbed from 448 and all the way up to number 10. Pretty good progress, I would say. And I'm actually, closing in on number 9. So 15 more pages into my walkthrough, I will pass. I will pass number 9 for the equivalent of 55 gamer score, right? So
right.
Yeah, but if you look at this leaderboard, man, it's like so dusty and just bad, just antiquated. But I was looking to see like when the last pops of everybody on this leaderboard was, and there's only one other individual that has like popped one in the last 4 or 5 years, and it's the guy that I'm chasing for number 1 for overall beat 'em ups. He's the only one that has played any amount of beat 'em up. But I mean, you're looking at like the who's who of old school gamers here. You got like Smirnov's ahead of me.
Nice.
Celtic Force, right? Celtic Force with his even 49,000 because the guy was a completion genius, and Stallions ahead of me. So I'm not even number 1 in Tennessee yet, and just like all these old names on this board.
The classic names.
It is. So anyway, I'm in top 10. It's going to take a little bit more work if I want to, say top 5. I at least want to be number 1 in Tennessee on this leaderboard nobody cares about.
How far do you have to go to take over Stallion?
I got about 1,500. I can.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got several games. I'm sorry. It's actually getting to the point where I'm starting to run out of games, but I still got like half of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and then I got the complete second one I can play. I got several other ones. Thor. I haven't played Thor yet. There's several Batman games I haven't played.
I was just say Batman. Have you played those?
Yeah, I played all the Arkham Asylum ones, and I kind of sort of played the City one. But like, what's funny to me is like I'm like the beat 'em up, like that's my genre, and I'm like number 2 in the world in gamer score on it. And if you look at the games that I've played, I have never played the number 1 beat 'em up game as by Track Gamers. Batman Arkham Knight, never played it, and that is like the most popular beat 'em up.
Don't think I've played Arkham. I know I've played Arkham Asylum. Which one's Arkham Knight?
Arkham Knight. I don't know. I haven't played it. Apparently, it's
Is that the one where you start in the tank, or one of the first levels is you're in the?
I think this is
Batmobile?
it's the one that has like all the racing achievements. I think in it, there's like all this
I
DLC
might
for
have-
it,
I might have started Arkham
where you
Knight.
have to like beat all the races with like all these. Yeah, oh, it has so many add-ons to this game, and it's like all, like for example, there's an add-on called Original Arkham Batmobile, and it's achieved 21 stars. And I don't know. I'll eventually get to it because it is worth 2,000 gamer score. So I will eventually play it. I guess it's the contrarian in me. I haven't played it yet, even though it's the #1 beat 'em up on the site. But yeah.
Right. So these past few shows, talking to you and Inigo, and you guys have your genres, and you keep telling me I got to get a genre. I think I'm going to try. I think I'm going to try to get a genre. I don't know what I got to go into TA and see. Am I going to take the one that I'm the highest on the leaderboard, or the lowest, or I want to tackle? So.
But take the one that that's it's funny. I'd love to hear Inigo on why he chose racing, but for me, for beat 'em ups, it was one of those cases where I was like higher up on the leaderboard than I thought, and I just enjoyed the games. And I was like, well, let's see how far I can take this, And so I don't know, I enjoyed the games, and I had already played a bunch of them, and so that's why I kind of started pursuing it, but. I don't know. I can't imagine anybody enjoying racing games, so I'm sure the story's different for you.
Believe it or not, there's dozens of us. Okay, that do enjoy racing games. Apparently, developers make a bunch of these, so I'm not alone. There's some kind of market out there.
You're right, they're popular
because they seem to release racing games at a staggering clip. Honestly, I didn't really choose racing games. It's just I've always enjoyed playing racing games. Like they've just always been fun to me. It's when I first started playing video games, it's just something I always gravitated towards.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that I didn't necessarily go out of my way to choose that genre. It's just one I always just find myself playing a racing game.
So a racing game I go back to play for fun. A series is Mario Kart.
Yes.
Man, like from the first one on the Super Nintendo, I think my favorite Mario Kart is probably Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube.
Yeah.
But that is, I'm trying to think like what other racing games I actually really enjoy. Mario Kart is right up there, and then a #2 game I couldn't even tell you.
And
I can even tell you one game, man. Screw that genre.
And truthfully, like Mario Kart is something that I played a lot of. Clearly, and when Couch Co-op was more popular than online game, and had a lot of fun.
Oh man,
a lot of great memories playing that.
There is absolutely no game out there that has more mayhem and just whatever than Mario Kart Double Dash. The baby, what is it? The baby, when they're at like the roller coaster level.
Yes,
it's just a simple oval track, and there's just so much mayhem. You could be last going into the final lap. It's like 9 laps of just mayhem and carnage.
Total carnage!
You have no idea what's going on.
And a lot crazier, like I said, when you're playing there with a few friends and everything. I mean, it just...
Oh, so we had, when I was in college...
The intensity is unreal.
When I was in college, we had that at one of our friends' house, and we had 4 Wavebird controllers.
Yep.
And we would just... Oh man, that was so much fun.
And that's why I'm in the genre. Is just like I said, it's just something I've always just enjoyed. So believe it or not, some of us do play games for enjoyment purposes, right?
Right.
It does happen from time to time.
So in the beat 'em up genre news, I did see this because this just popped into my head that they are releasing a Marvel Maximum collection. I saw that, and I was like,
I'm afraid it's going to just be a collection game, though. I don't know that they're going to.
I don't think there's anything new in it. Yeah, it is just. It looks like it's just a collection game. But,
right, but like, they may add it because there's the for example the Capcom collection, beat 'em up collection.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had to, of course, classify that as a beat 'em up, but it's a beat 'em up / collection. So I would find it hard to believe that they wouldn't. I mean, because all those Marvel games are mostly, beat 'em ups, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but
yeah, I'm excited about it.
six player co-op online. That's
I'm sure that I'll have plenty of controllers on my couch. So to do that, so. Yeah, but yeah, so maybe we need to ask the community. Oh, and I was going to say that for racing games, there's 546 games in the genre as opposed to 278 in beat 'em up. So it's a bigger genre. So I mean, I don't know, people. There's a lot of crazy people out there, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe we need to take it to the Discord. What genre should Freaky pursue?
Yeah.
Get some
I'm up for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I was looking up to see maybe hunting is one for you.
Yeah, hunting.
Yes.
There's got to be. I would assume deadliest catch is hunting also.
Yeah.
Right.
Fishing, maybe.
I would.
Fishing is just a subgenre of hunting, right? You're still going out and hunting for the fish.
That's two different things. It can't be the same. It's not like racing, arcade racing, but I mean, technically, you're right. I mean,
do you fish for crab, or are you crabbing? Is there a crabbing genre?
There should be. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do bull riding. How many games
There's
bull riding?
there's no shortage of people with crabs out there. So I mean,
I think that's a different crabbing.
Yeah, that's not the crabbing that we're looking for here. And if you are, I don't know if I want to be around you.
Yeah, I'm looking to see. You got some work on the fishing leaderboard to do.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah, you're a little higher on the hunting leaderboard, but we'll send it to the Discord, see if anybody's got some suggestions for you.
I do have a lot of Cabela games I haven't played, so maybe the hunting leaderboard. Hunting is
there you go.
Yeah, you can just be the master hunter without firing a shot.
Yeah.
So
a master hunt instead of fishing, where I'd be like the master baiter. I don't want
Oh boy! I knew it was only going to be a matter of time before we got that one.
It was a matter of time. Yeah, and ties to those crabbing achievements. But anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, any other milestones that you want to mention before we wrap this up?
No. I did notice in the RTDL thread, Ace hasn't unlocked an achievement on his RTDL list this month yet.
Oh, boy, howdy.
I mean, he was the one that had like the 25 months in a row full combo completion, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's taking a break.
Kind of like you did on February 22nd.
There will be an update. There will be a reckoning. I swear to God.
All right.
I'm gonna tweet Smamar right now.
Yes, fix my streak.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining.
Always pleasure.
Yep. And until next time, I'll say class dismissed.
Peace.
Irasshaimase!